Let me tell you something most people don't want to hear. The world doesn't believe in you. Not at first, when you start something new, when you chase a dream, when you say you're going to do something big with your life. People smile, but behind that smile is doubt. They think it's just another phase. They think you'll quit. They think you'll fail. Maybe they don't say it to your face, but you can feel it. You can see it in their eyes. You? Really? And maybe right now you're in that place. Maybe people around you don't take your dreams seriously. Maybe they think you're crazy. Maybe they think you're unrealistic. Maybe they say things like, be practical, get a normal job, don't take risks. People like us don't succeed. But listen carefully. Every single person who ever did something great started exactly where you are right now. Doubted, questioned, misunderstood. Look at every successful person in history. Before the success, before the recognition, before the respect, there was a period where nobody believed in them. Nobody. Not their friends, not their family, not their teachers. Sometimes not even themselves. But there was one thing that separated them from everyone else. They refused to quit. They refused to listen to the noise. They refused to let other people's opinions define their future. And that's what this moment is about. This moment is about a decision. A decision that you will prove them wrong. Not with words, not with arguments, not with explanations, with results. Because results silence everyone. You don't need to convince people, you just need to work. You just need to show up every single day. Even when nobody is watching. Even when nobody is clapping. Even when nobody cares. Because success is built in silence. The early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices, the failures, the moments where you feel like giving up. That's where the real story happens. Most people never reach their potential, not because they aren't talented, not because they aren't smart, but because they quit too early. They let fear win. They let doubt win. They let other people's opinions win. But not you. Not this time. You're going to do something different. You're going to keep going. When it's hard. When it's uncomfortable. When it feels impossible. Because proving people wrong is not about revenge. It's about transformation. It's about becoming the person you were meant to be. The truth is, the biggest battle is not with the world. It's with yourself, your excuses, your fears, your procrastination, your comfort zone. That's the real enemy. Because comfort kills dreams. Comfort keeps people average. Comfort convinces you to stay exactly where you are. But greatness requires discomfort. It requires discipline. It requires showing up when you don't feel like it. It requires doing the work when nobody is forcing you. And most people will never do that. That's why most people stay stuck. But if you're listening to this right now, something inside you is different. There's a fire inside you. A voice that keeps saying, you're meant for more. And that voice is right. But here's the truth nobody tells you. Dreams are not enough. Motivation is not enough. Even talent is not enough. What changes your life is consistency. Doing the work every day, not just when you feel motivated, but especially when you don't. The days when you're tired, the days when nothing is working, the days when it feels like nobody cares. Those are the days that separate winners from everyone else. Because champions are built on the hard days. And one day, if you refuse to quit, something incredible will happen. The same people who doubted you will start asking how you did it. The same people who laughed at your dreams will start respecting your discipline. The same people who ignored your journey will suddenly notice your success, and in that moment, You won't need to say anything, because your results will speak for you. But here's the most powerful part. When you finally succeed, you'll realize something. You didn't just prove them wrong. You proved yourself right. You proved that your dreams were real. You proved that your hard work mattered. You proved that the voice inside you was telling the truth. And that feeling is worth every struggle, every sacrifice, every sleepless night. So if you're doubted right now, good. If people underestimate you, good. If people think you can't do it, perfect. Because that's fuel. Use it. Let their doubt become your motivation. Let their disbelief become your discipline. Let their criticism become your energy. And remember this, the greatest revenge in life is massive success. So don't argue. Don't complain. Don't explain. Just work. Work when it's hard. Work when it's boring. Work when nobody believes in you. And one day, they'll see what you've become. And when that day comes, you won't need to prove anything anymore, because the results will say it all. I will prove everyone wrong, and so will you. But let me tell you something else most people never talk about. The journey to proving everyone wrong is lonely. There will be nights when you sit alone with your thoughts, wondering if you're doing the right thing. There will be mornings when getting out of bed feels like lifting a mountain. There will be moments when you look around and feel like everyone else is moving forward while you're stuck. And in those moments, the easiest thing to do is quit. The easiest thing to do is say, maybe they were right. But that's the exact moment that defines your future. Because winners and losers both feel pain. Winners and losers both face doubt. Winners and losers both struggle. The only difference is what they do next. Losers stop. Winners continue. Think about that. Success doesn't belong to the smartest person in the room. Success doesn't belong to the most talented. Success belongs to the person who refuses to quit. The person who keeps showing up. Again and again and again. Even after failure. Even after embarrassment. Even after rejection. Let me ask you something. How many times have you stopped because something got hard? How many times have you told yourself you'll start tomorrow? How many dreams have you postponed because fear whispered in your ear? Fear will always talk. Fear will always say, you're not ready. You're not good enough. You're going to fail. But fear is a liar. Fear shows up whenever you're about to grow, whenever you're about to level up, whenever you're about to step outside the life everyone else accepted. And that's why most people stay stuck. They listen to fear. But the people who change their lives do something different. They move anyway. They take action even when they're scared. They try even when the outcome isn't guaranteed. Because deep down, they understand something powerful. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is the path to success. Every mistake teaches you something. Every setback builds resilience. Every loss makes you stronger. But only if you keep going. The problem is that most people want success without the struggle. They want the reward without the discipline. They want the dream without the work. But life doesn't work like that. If you want something extraordinary, you must become extraordinary. And becoming extraordinary requires sacrifice. Sacrificing comfort. Sacrificing excuses. Sacrificing the habits that keep you average. Because average is easy. Average is safe. Average is comfortable. But average will never change your life. Average will never build your dreams. Average will never prove anyone wrong. Greatness demands more. Greatness demands that you wake up earlier, work harder, stay focused longer, and keep pushing when everyone else gives up. That's the price. And here's the truth. Most people are not willing to pay it. But you are. You're here for a reason. You're listening to this because something inside you refuses to settle. Something inside you knows you're capable of more. And that voice is your potential, your future self calling you forward. But potential means nothing without action. You can have the biggest dreams in the world, but if you don't act, nothing changes. Dreams without action stay dreams. Ideas without execution stay ideas. And years from now, many people will look back at their lives with regret. Regret that they didn't try. Regret that they listened to fear. Regret that they let other people decide their limits. But that will not be your story. Your story will be different. Your story will be about courage, about resilience, about determination. It will be about the moment you decided, I will not live a small life. I will not accept average. I will not let fear control my future. And that decision changes everything. Because the moment you truly commit, the moment you burn the bridge to your excuses, the moment you decide there is no plan B, your entire mindset shifts. You stop waiting. You stop doubting. You start building. And slowly, day by day, step by step, you begin to transform. Your discipline grows stronger. Your confidence grows deeper. Your vision grows clearer. And one day, you'll wake up and realize something incredible. You're no longer chasing the dream. You're living it. The person people doubted became the person they admire. The person they underestimated became unstoppable. And the best part? You didn't need permission. You didn't need approval. You didn't need validation. All you needed was belief. Belief in your vision. Belief in your ability to grow. Belief that no matter how many times you fall, you will rise again. So remember this. The world may doubt you. People may question you. Some may even laugh at you. But none of that matters. Because the only opinion that truly controls your life is the one inside your mind. And if that voice says, I can, I will, I must, then nothing can stop you. Not fear, not failure, not criticism, not obstacles, because a determined mind is unstoppable. So keep going, keep grinding, keep building. And one day, when people look at your success and say, I never saw that coming, you'll smile quietly and remember the moment you said, I will prove everyone wrong.